How you doing? I'm Dharma, late for my own party. How are ya? This is going to be a daily live stream where we talk about all of the things. And we also use divination tools to do that. Not many people are here yet. I have some tribe news, which I haven't had tribe news in a while, so I will wait till everybody rolls in to announce all of that. Otherwise, for those of you who are new, welcome. This is 24 to 36 hours time frame. Typically, it's from reading to reading. And for those of you who are mods, I don't want to be dealing with the Jesus trolls today, so we're not going to play with them today. So if you see them, go ahead and kick them out. The last couple of readings have been very, very distracted on account of the shenanigans and malarkey in the chat. And also my place of filming and also the activity in my house. So we're going to try to have a focused reading today. We're going to try to get to the bottom of some things. There they are. What's up, tribe? What's up? What's up? Colby, Traveling Grace, Allman, hi. So nice to see all of you guys. Oh, all kinds of people are here. Okay. All right, so tribe news. I came up with a new thing for you guys. A lot of you expressed that it was a, quote, major bummer that I wasn't going to be offering any readings over the summer. I'm sorry. I heard somebody was like, oh, dang. And then somebody else was like, that's a bummer. All right. So I decided to do something different, though, because the way that we've been doing the readings for the last however long when we do private readings is we get on the bell and then it's like 5 minutes of what do you want to know and then bust through the reading until the time runs out. And I mean, I love our chats and everything, but I personally would like to get to know you guys on a deeper level. We spend a lot of time together. We mishmash in each other's energy a lot, and I am interested in knowing you. So the way that I would like to do these is more of like a mukbang. Okay, first of all, I want to do it on Zoom so that you can click the record button, because you know how I channel. Like, I'll say the damnedest thing and it'll sound like a joke. But then 3 months later, you're like, oh. So it really is better if you record them. So we'll do them up on Zoom. They are live right now on dharmajane.com. I only have a couple of slots. Okay, I was serious about being busy. So, but there was the, oh, that's a bummer, and the oh dangs, and really, and oh. So I will Libra balance and give a little, if you guys give a little, and we will meet halfway. So there are very few slots, but they will be about an hour and a half, and we will hang out first. And I want to get to know you, and we'll talk about stuff, whatever you want to talk about. Tell me about you, we'll get to know each other, and then from that, our conversation will, like, the way I'm foreseeing this to happen is that the conversation that we fall into as Raven to Raven will lead us to the right thing to talk about with the tarot. Does that make sense to you? Oh, half of the deviant deck is on the floor. Curiouser and curiouser. That deviant deck is awfully deviant. Okay, so there's only those, I put them up as like an inventory. There was only a couple of slots that I had available. So you better go get those now because they will probably run out really soon. And then I'm going to start sending out emails tomorrow and get them out periodically through the week as people collect their slots. And we'll pick a day, and they have to be on Sundays. That's the day I am setting aside to make personal space for you. Okay, so it has to be on Sunday. I would prefer it at 10 a.m. New York Standard. However, New York Eastern Time. That's right, Eastern Standard Time. Some of you, my 10 o'clock for you is like 6 o'clock in the morning, so I can understand why we might need to finagle that a little bit, but that's the general time frame. So come with a date in mind. It has to be on a Sunday between now and the last week of July. And that's when we're going to do these mukbang things, and we can eat some food and drink some coffee and have some laughs and figure out together what the best thing for Spirit to tell you is. Okay, so those are live right now on dharmajane.com. They run out when they run out. And then we'll go back to the batch readings in August where I just do your reading for you. Happy birthday, Liz. I hope you're feeling better. Are you baking a cake right now? Colby, where's Amaya? Get her over there so I can say happy birthday to her. Well, thank you, Radonic. Happy birthday. Okay, so, it's likely that some of the energy that we did yesterday didn't play out yet because it was so distracted. I was kind of, well, somebody might be having some throat chakra issues because they have something to say to you, or maybe it's not bad. Maybe they just have throat chakra issues. Well, thank you, Cher. Throat chakra issues. What was I talking about? Oh, I was trying to watch the distracted readings, and I think they were like 2 long readings of the same time frame, like 2 different time frames. I don't know what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is it kind of resonated, but it kind of didn't on account of the extreme distraction. Thank you. Everybody seems to like the sweater. I like it too. I'm going to wear it on Monday. I look cute. It felt cute. Might do some doctoring later. IDK. Wheel of Fortune. All right. Well, first of all, those are sling blades. Second of all, this particular Wheel of Fortune has a depiction of a yin and a yang. So, I don't know what they're called, okay, but I used to frequent Kings Island in Cincinnati all the time, and it's an amusement park, and they have this pirate ship or big ass Viking. It's a Viking boat, and it's huge, and it swings back and forth, and it's like it gets like that, but it always lands on its mark the way that it's supposed to, even though it's kind of scary. And people go, tastes great, and then less filling. I don't remember why we did that when I was a kid. I don't remember. But that's kind of what this looks like. That particular Wheel of Fortune. Sometimes it's shadowy, sometimes it's light. The fact that I'm thinking about a big ass Viking boat is probably relevant, meaning past life. Okay, so there is a masculine who is laying around by themselves. It feels like self-imposed by themselves. This is a coffin, but it's wide open. They could have longer hair. This is a lantern, but in today's day and age, that could be like a cell phone that they have in their hand. Notice the giant caterpillar that's just out. But this is the Hermit. And it feels like what does it feel like? It feels like they're wide awake by themselves, curled up in a ball. What are you doing, New Year's Eve? So there is Ace of Wands and Temperance. And I saw the Seven of Swords, but the picture on the Seven of Swords, it's like he gets up from that. And I never am ever like, let's look at the Seven of Swords, but doesn't look in the coffin inside of it. It says hope and reflection. And it's like he sits up, and what I popped the deck open to was the Two of Cups. It's like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I sitting here by myself? This is dumb. This might be between like 7 and 9. Two of Cups again. So they get out a scroll, okay? And they decide to say some things. It feels important. It feels like this person is laying around and they sit up and they decide to say some things written in on the scroll here in regards to a Wheel of Fortune, which another word for Wheel of Fortune is fate. And it feels like it's bothering them because they are laying around like this, sitting on their phone, like actively refusing fate, or what's another way to say that? Consciously denying a soul contract, physically pretending like they aren't feeling what they're feeling, something like that. But the other thing about these coffins, okay, coffin in Lenormand talks about things that are forgotten, things that you thought you closed the door on. But the thing is that it says hope and reflection, meaning they took a time out because Three of Swords. Their Three of Swords, whatever that means. I don't necessarily know that it has anything to do with you. I heard it does. What's the Three of Swords? Temperance, King of Swords. It's like they feel like you're taunting them or teasing them or whatever, but she's not doing anything. She's being temperance. Just, if a person could act like temperance, what would that look like? What does the word to temper mean? Not too hot, not too cold, just a whole vibe. Doc Dharma. So anyway, they write this scroll. It feels like an ancient scroll. It feels like this moment. Okay, bear with me let's step into the Matrix. Okay, have you ever seen The Matrix, the movie with Keanu Reeves? And you know how the Matrix is actually his mind, right? He's actually laying in a chair with his guides sitting around him. What's that guy's name? Morpheus and Trinity is there. And they're sitting around him, and he plugs into the Matrix in his fucking head. But before, so that's what we're doing. Like, that is probably more literal than you think, okay? And it's like before you plugged in to have this simulated life that we're living, you wrote down, like there was like, okay, there, you know how like you play a video game and there's checkpoints that you have to get to? It's like you wrote this scroll as Neo over there the checkpoint is, I'm going to write this letter. I'm going to say this thing on this day. When I get to this point of the simulation, it's going to be time to write the scroll. And the scroll is the thing that activates. I heard a whole new world, I bet, right? It's the scroll is what activates Trinity. Bro, I love my own story right now that I'm telling. Listen, do you get my symbolism and the metaphorical nature of what the fuck I'm talking about? This is Neo laying in a chair, plugged into a simulation. When he opens his eyes, it's the 3D that we're living in now. And he's already programmed that in the simulation on this day, exactly, you get to the checkpoint and you write the scroll. And the scroll activates Trinity simulation. And she wakes up and opens her eyes, and there they are. Don't they ride together for the rest of the series after that? Isn't that what happens? I don't remember. I'm going to need to go back and watch it. But in terms of this story, they do. They activate each other. And I just cut the deck to the Two of Cups. You guys might lay like that. But it's Four of Wands, Ace of Wands. Do you know what I mean? And they could probably feel it coming. But there is something special about this particular pair. And I think the part where I go back to my, Kings Island days where we're on the Viking ship, that thing is scary. Sometimes it goes so far. It depends on how many people are on it too. It goes so far that you would think that you were going to fall forward out of your seat. Could you imagine being a Viking on a boat like that on the water, and those are waves that you're going over? Heave ho, her, her, I love that song. My point is that this whole thing has already been written. So let's talk about the heckin' scroll, because the scroll is important. I heard he sends a message of love, lonely, that's what I've been. Here's my telephone number, call me. Into a party, a house party. This card says past lives. Look at the people just rally round me in love. They send a message of love. So far, your experience with this past life person, if I'm going to read these cards in order, is that you know them to be non-committal. That literally says non-committal right there. You know that about them, and they are calling you up for an unexpected rendezvous, except that in the 5D, it's totally expected. Was quite literally programmed to be that way. This could be an Aquarius. I heard if they asked you right now, you would run off and marry them today. I feel very confident about what I just heard. That was loud. But I think for the rest of the population who this might resonate for, it's the fact that you guys have the same collective consciousness. And this is an Aquarius card ruled by Uranus, which would indicate cool alien shit like being Neo, collectively formulated with the same consciousness as Trinity. They might say something like that. I'm asking about what the scroll is, and that might be something that they say. You're the only one that fucking gets me. it would seem that you are the only person on the planet who understands me. Well, obviously, because we're computer simulations that were both programmed with the same collective consciousness. It's just science. It's not that magical. And they're like, I get that. It makes sense. Like some kind of light bulb turns on. You spoke the right Aquarian, right? You have to understand that your Uranus is, everything is skewed a little bit to the left. We were talking about, during Aquarius moons, we were talking about that type of person, where if one representative from all 12 zodiac signs were dropped off on this island and there was a big like meeting place in the middle and they were dropped off all over with a map, Aquarius would throw the map away and like, what did Tara say? Build some kind of rocket ship to just fly up and over. They're going to go their own way. They do it their own. They do things their own way. And she gets it. Of course she does, because she was programmed too. This is your very own Fembot 9000. Okay. These boots are made for walking. And there is a longing, a desire, but it all, and stealth. It's almost like this person moves like, that word says stealth, like through the shadows or whatever. But that's what my point is. Not only would the Aquarian stand off to the side, rip up the map, build a spaceship, but they don't tell everybody that they're doing. They don't tell anybody what they're doing. They could even be devising a digging machine that would go under and up. I don't know. You would never know because they don't say the things. Shh. What an Aquarian knows belongs to Aquarius, and that's that, right? Yeah, she understands the assignment. Well, yeah, because she was programmed like that. So your text is arriving, blah, blah, blah. We know that. I'm asking what the ancient scroll is. I think that's what we're talking about. This masculine is saying, you are the only one who understands the assignment. You get it. I get it now that you get it. I see you, see me, see you. This is a man who is saying this, and they want a new beginning. Celtic knot, probably because they feel it too. The Celtic knot is the very beautifully formulated red string of fate. That's my point. The Celtic knot, if we go back to the visualization that I was trying to explain this with, that is that you guys both have the same SIM card. You, Trinity and Neo, both have a tracking device that Morpheus can find them both. It's always going to be them. They will always come out of the game, high five, pick another game, and then get back in their chairs and go back into the 3D. But they are always going to find each other because they're playing the game together in the 5D. Have you ever seen Wreck-It Ralph? Okay. We're inside the video game. And our higher selves, our oversouls or whatever, are hanging out next to each other in like a fucking Aquarian style of futuristic gaming room. Except the game is that you lay on this like dentist chair and they plug your fucking skull space into outer space. And your whole experience is had in your brain. But when we open our eyes, we see it in front of us. Does that make sense? And so this masculine is coming to this realization, oh, fuck. That makes sense. That's why they showed up right there. That's why they keep popping up. That's why their name is everywhere. Oh, I feel like light bulb, light bulb, light bulb, light bulb. And then you get the green light. Because that makes sense. insight. One thing the wine talks about is that this has been developing over time, but we know that because we have the past life card and the lilies. But this also says family. And it might be like they really are my family, but I think it has more to do with like it's not about like blood and being married. It has more to do with that's my soul family. Like they get me. There's something very profound about the fact that you get them. And you have the dog here, which means you're probably already like best friends with this person, or you've decided that you are, and they're like, okay, fine. But the dog is your super fan. Have you ever hung out with a dog? Your own dog? All right. That thing would literally walk I would walk 500 miles. Fuck yeah, they would. But they get it now. And so they send this scroll that says something along the lines of, it's you. You're the only one who truly has taken the time to understand me as a human being. And that is beautiful energy. What in the heck do you say in response to that? No, I'm not saying that. That is totally something that I would say. I don't want to get docked and demonetized because of what my own nasty brain just said. It was dirty, just put it that way. What was I saying? What is your response to that? Queen of Pentacles. You might be on the phone. Or very, very close. Very, very, very close. Like face up with a queen of cups. Like their face might be like right in the camera when this happens. Six of Cups, 10 of Cups, King of Swords. I keep seeing the Seven of Swords with this person. I keep saying Seven of Swords, Knight of Rods. What does that mean to you? When you... Rixie! Hi, Rixie. Welcome back, buddy. King of the Trolls. So nice to see you. I said bye. Listen, what was I saying? I keep seeing the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Rods with this particular person. What does that mean to you? Because another version of myself would say, oh, Seven of Swords is a lie and a Knight of Rods is a fuckboy, which would mean what? That they're cheating on somebody to be with you? Or what? Riddle me this. Because it doesn't bother me when I see it anymore. It's almost like, yep, that's them. But it feels like, what if their persona is fuckboy? Which that's not necessarily what I mean. I think the persona is, yeah, this is just casual. But does that make sense? Like a Seven of Swords, which is the deceit or self-deceit or something that they're keeping secret. And the Knight of Rods is the passionate, like, let's hump and then high five, right? They might be putting on the persona that that's what they want. But them having this realization of, oh shit, they're the only fucking one that understands me. That's deeply profound. So I could make and see, and then look at how they're jetting around like a rooster, like cock-a-doodle-doo. Look at me, Knight of Rods, except that's not what they're feeling. They're feeling Six of Cups, which is the soulmate connection, the deep nostalgia, the passion, the whatever. and the 10 of Cups. And I think you make them a little nervous. And I think that this realization maybe has got them a little bit emotional, because now not only do they realize that there is like a for real rider, like in real simulated and non-simulated life, now they have to face you. And it feels like all of a sudden you're very, very special to them. Like, you are precious to me, truly. And the Lover, 6 of Pentacles and the Lovers. Rest of, you got an Ace of Rods. Yeah, I'll be there in like 5 minutes. Abso-fucking-lutely. But I think there's something here about that whole they're precious to me thing. It's like, and I was saying that now they have to face you. Can you imagine like hanging out with somebody all the time and having a veil on and not seeing them? And then you like remember all of a sudden your past lives, or another way to say it is all of a sudden you see someone. All of this feels very profound on the masculine's end. I don't know if you're going to know that any of this is going on because they're strutting around like a rooster. Cock-a-doodle-doo, you could jump on in my saddle, right? And you're like, I will, right? Everybody's happy, like, because the glee and the exacting matches and all of that, and the Trinity and the Neo and the brain probes that give us our simulation that we're living, right? Yeah, here come the rooster. Oh. Yeah, they've come to snub the rooster. If you were feeling like lack, okay, there's something about this evening or this time frame that changes the lack. But I think that the feminine feels it too, because I just think that she's probably, I don't want to say more elevated, but women tend to be more intuitive. This is, you could imagine, okay, go back to the visualization where there's Trinity and Neo. Okay, Neo got into his simulated meat suit and didn't know how to, he's like, what do you mean I can do fucking taekwondo, jujitsu, whatever? Hold on, let me download it really fast. He like didn't realize he had to like get used to it. He had to get used to being in a simulation in that particular body in that particular time frame or whatever. But imagine that Trinity is a pro, and she zaps in and opens her eyes, and she knows exactly where she is, who she is. She knows that she's not really the simulation. She knows she's looking for Neo. She knows where to find him. She winds up planted right next to them, like just like they are. You know what I'm saying? So she already knows. It's just, I feel like this is a profound time frame because she knows that he knows, and he knows that she knows, and now they both know about the depth. And there is certainly a coming together that feels, it feels special. It feels like you really are precious to me, and there's petting and pawing and panting and loving and all of the wonderful things, right? Okay. 3 hours later. Wow. So whatever this is, okay, Ace of Cups. Wow. I think there's a reason why it's so profound. I heard 3 hours later. This is probably because somebody's packing up here to get ready to go or something like that. And it feels like this thing goes from 0 to 100 like that. Right here you have the title. Because on both sides of this 8 of Rods, look at this imagery. Everybody is absolutely on the same page about what they want. That is wildly, 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 wildly reciprocated. And what I mean by going from 0 to 60 in a flash-a-rooney is the fact that it feels like you might even have a title before you leave. Like, you're my woman, just so you know. I am yours and you are mine. You're like, no, 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 no. You say, brother, father, warrior, smith, maiden, mother, crone, friend, stranger, I am yours and you are mine from this day until the end of our days. That is some Viking shit right there. I am yours and you are mine. And they're like, right, you're my woman. And she's like, okay, fine. Gary, can I post it? Can I? Seriously, can I? It's not necessary, but my point is that it feels like it's going from 0 to 60. So let's say per se you're already with somebody. Okay, let's say for the last couple of however long they were like, you know, on autopilot because you guys live together. People do that sometimes. Well, during this time frame, they're in your face and you, like, they can't get enough of you because energy moves like that sometimes. But this feels like, for some of you, this feels like all of everything that I just said. This whole suddenly waking up to understanding the mechanisms of the matrix and understanding who is there, who it is, whatever. And then it's like before you leave this time frame, you fucking hand fast under the new moon and it, right? A hand fasting is just I mean, technically you're supposed to have a witness, but it is, that's ancient. You agree under some moon that you choose each other. They have arrived. That's changed. This man is totally renewed. They're communicating unconditional love. Love. Holy fucking shit. It feels like someone here has surrendered. They probably have been trying to push it off or fight it off or just not deal or not be involved or I don't believe in stuff like that or whatever for so long that they're like, what if I just see what it was like if I didn't resist it? What would that be like? Because it feels like resisting it is driving them fucking crazy. So it's like they have this, you know, swans, light bulb. You are gonna marry this person in some way. But I think that that's what I'm talking about. The hand fasting thing. That's a decision that you make to each other privately. It just means I am yours and you are mine. That's what that means. Heart. It doesn't get any clearer than this. This right here is everybody is on the same page. This is a very, very, very romantic evening. Some enchanted evening. And and then it was good. I saw the third party card there several times. You guys might have a discussion about how it makes you guys feel to be with other people. Meaning like the monogamy discussion, or like, are we exclusive? Like, are we doing that? And Queen of Swords, Ace of Cups. It feels like, would you be mad if whatever? And she's like, I will fucking cut your throat. I mean, no, I wouldn't be mad at all. Ace of Cups, Queen of Swords. I'm serious. You better tell the grave digger that he better dig too. Okay. Oh boy, what have you gotten yourself into? Okay, can we get one card to whatever we are doing here? Oh, since there's a ton of people here now, if you're not rewinding to the beginning, don't forget I'm doing a thing. There is only like 16 slots left, okay? I'm doing a private mukbang with you, okay? I want to get together and meet you guys. It'll just be me and you. It's going to be like an hour and a half. It needs to take place on one Sunday between now and the beginning of August. Those are live right now on dharmajane.com, and you can go over there and read the whole thing. But basically, instead of like just jumping on the phone and busting your cards out and then hanging up, let's hang out. Okay, let's eat some food, let's have some coffee, and then we're going to allow Spirit to kind of point the direction of the reading. Okay, but really, a lot of it is about me getting a chance to finally know you guys. All right. I feel like I just want one card. The Star. And 10 of fucking Pentacles. I bet. You're getting exactly what you asked for. And right here is the Devil. So, you're getting the Star and you're getting the 10 of Pentacles. This is Capricorn. That's Aquarius. I mean, the 10 of Cups is under there. And Libra was there as well. But I want to be like, fair warning. You are getting exactly what you asked for. Meaning if you picked a person or an opportunity or a job or a house or whatever that you knew had problems, okay? Like, let's say you just had to have that one Victorian that was, didn't have a roof, but you could see the vision, right? You're getting it all right, but those problems become your problems. So I want to be like, disclaimer. However, if you are the Trinity in this story, you already knew that coming into this. And that's why you are like sold. Oh my God. They flipped out together. I asked in my head, what was the outcome between the two of you going to be, like overall, not just this time frame. And oh my God, bitch, those two cards came out again. You don't split up Trinity and Neo. Trinity and Neo are always together and they go into simulations together. This is the coolest story ever. I love it. It's like, that's really fucking sweet. And 9 of Cups. Bitch, stop it. I love it. Yeah. And not so bad on the troll activity today. Well, that's exciting. Settling down on troll behavior. So make sure you head on over to the website and check that out. When they're gone, they're gone. And then I will go back to doing batch readings in August. So if you miss out on it, I'm sure we'll do it again, probably next trimester. Okay, and I'll do them over the fall. So don't worry, we'll get together. And the moons are live, yoga classes are live, meditations are live on members. And I think that's it. Okay? I love you guys so much. And no problem, all man. It's so nice. You are OG. I love you to death. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I will catch you tomorrow. Bye-bye.